Republicans in the US Congress are demanding to see visitor logs for President Biden's home. They want to see if they will shed any light on the discovery there of classified records from his time as vice president. The US Attorney General has appointed a special counsel to investigate whether Joe Biden broke the law. An earlier batch of documents were found at Mr. Biden's former office at a Washington think tank. Let's get more now on this. CBS correspondent Jared Hill joins me from New York. Jared, good to see you. President Biden has admitted that sensitive documents have been found. Do we know what's in them yet?
So we don't know what's in the documents yet, but we do know a bit more about where they were found. This was actually in a garage inside of his home in Delaware. He says next to his Corvette, which is a prized possession. The distinction there is still kind of questionable, up in the air, why making that notation there. But yeah, so these were another set of documents found at his home, in the garage, as well as in his office there at his home in Delaware, as well as the building that was found where there were some other documents in Washington, D.C.
So we know that the U.S. Attorney General has appointed a special counsel. What does that mean?
Yeah, so this is essentially an outside body, someone who is not a part of the Biden administration, who is going to be really conducting this investigation into everything regarding these documents, where they were, how long they were there, and how long they were there in an unauthorized capacity. It's possible that potentially President Biden could have taken those to the home while he was president, or while he was vice president, to review documents, but they were supposed to be returned at a certain time. Those are all the questions that we don't know yet, and those are the things that this special counsel is going to be looking into. The Attorney General yesterday said that this is really an attempt for the Department of Justice and the Biden administration as a whole to showcase that they are trying to work with accountability as well as in an impartial manner. This is an individual who was appointed initially by former President Trump.
Jared, how potentially serious is this for President Biden?
So on one hand, there is the potential legal aspect of this one. There are some laws related to the holding of classified materials that could be in violation. That's something that, again, we're going to be looking into with the special counsel. But then there's the political fallout from this one. One of the big questions for President Biden and for this White House is, why has it taken so long for them to say anything about this when, again, those initial documents were found back in November? We didn't learn about them until CBS News reported on this one just earlier this week, especially for this White House that started out its tenure a couple of years ago saying that they were going to be the most transparent White House that's ever been there. A big question is, why not just disclose this earlier?
Yeah, indeed. Lots of questions. We need waiting on answers, aren't we, Jared?
Yeah,
thank you.
We are. No problem.